Ohio State whips up on Toledo 77-21. We are grading C.J. Stroud's performance in that game. Nathan Baird from cleveland.com along with Doug Lesmerises and Stephen Means. C.J. Stroud 22 of 27 for 367 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. You said 8 drives? I think they scored on 7 of their first 8 drives, scored on all 6 of their drives in the first half. Something like that. I don't know. It was as tuned in as we've seen this offense this year. Stephen, what grade are you giving C.J. Stroud?
I'm giving it an A+ because he did exactly what he should have done against Toledo, and that's pick them apart and look like one of the best quarterbacks in college football who's a Heisman Trophy candidate, and he did all that. This was his stat game that he didn't get last year against Akron, and he lived up to that. I'm not really going to ask for much more. He even ran today, and I brought that up to them, which he was very appreciative of, but he kind of did a little bit of everything today, even if the running didn't look great.
I'm going to give him an A because he did have the wide open touchdown pass to Cade Stover that he winged in the end zone and missed him. He was 9 of 9 before that. Missed that one wide. It should have been another touchdown. And Cade Stover had a really nice game as a tight end. So one of the many targets, I think there were 3 guys over 100 yards for C.J. Stroud today. But most of what Steven just said I agreed with. This was a game where Toledo, they played Long Island and UMass. They played nobody coming into this game. They're also allowing 2.6 yards a pass, which even against bad competition per pass attempt is kind of insane. And C.J. Stroud lit them up. So A from me. Doug?
I went to the Toledo post game, and Jason Candle, the Toledo coach, said it was as good of quarterback plays that he's ever seen, in his time in college football. So that's the thing we're talking about here. And listen, every team plays a game like this, at least one, where you play a completely overmatched opponent. 77 points for Ohio State is the most that anybody in college football has scored this year. So when you play an overmatched opponent, overmatch them. And this is what I wanted to see. I know people really liked the Notre Dame win. It was a reverse win. It was a defense run game, not a passing game win. I want Ohio State to win the way that they win the best, which is doing that. So I thought that it took to week 3, right? Last Arkansas State was good, but it wasn't this kind of precision. Yes, Toledo had no hope slowing it down, but C.J. Stroud did his job and then some. So that's all you can ask. It was time to see it. If they're going to win a national title, it's going to look something like that. So an A+ for me.
Yeah, the first week was subdued against Notre Dame. The second week was still a little clunky. They had three and outs against Arkansas State. Tonight was kind of greased lightning. They had it going on, and it showed up there on the scoreboard. Much more on Buckeye Talk at the post-game pod. It'll be out probably before you guys are able to see this, first thing in the morning. And get the text, 614-350-3315, news and analysis all week long from Buckeye Talk.